YouTube? This is NJ DevilFan26, and guys, today I am proud to announce that Stickbolt has been released into the iPad App Store. Happened at around, I want to say 3 o'clock today. It's about 7:30 now. But it is out in the iPad App Store for $1.99. You guys can see it right over here in iTunes. Stickbolt is the first 2D side-scrolling Super Mario Bros. Put the little quotes there. Kind of game for the iPad, besides Mirror's Edge, which is kind of a 3D game, and not really like Mario. Not the whole cartoony thing, it's like legit 3D. But Stickbolt is supposed to be a fun Mario kind of game. Here you guys can see a couple screenshots. We're in level 1 over here, which is the city level, and pretty much the point of the game is your character, your stick figure, is always running, and you have your enemies flying out at you. And you have to avoid them by jumping over them, and if you jump on top of them, like Mario, you get extra points. You get 10 extra points in Stickbolt if you land on top of them. You have the D-pad, well, half of a D-pad. You go left and right, you have a pause button, and an A button to jump. Over here you guys can see we have an island level, a mountain level, a Mario-themed kind of level, and a music room level. As you guys know, I'm very big into music, so I had the graphic designer, who happens to be Duncan Nar. You guys may know him from Pangea Software. He made all of the graphics for Enigma, Cro-Mag Rally. I'm sure you guys have heard of all of those. They're very popular. But since I was big into music, I had him design a cartoony music level, which he did a great job on. He did a great job on all these. And then, of course, to make the game more realistic, the clouds do kind of wave through the screen while you're playing to show that you are actually moving, which is very cool. Like I said, it is $1.99 in the App Store, and I would extremely appreciate it if you guys could all download it. If you don't have an iPad, I understand you don't want to download it because you have no use for it, and that's okay. I totally understand it. But if you do have an iPad, please go download it. It is $1.99. Now, here is the deal, and this deal goes for both Stickbolt and Draw It. Version 1.2 was actually released yesterday, and here are a couple of the features. I'll just go over that briefly in this video as well. Why not, you know? So, in freestyle mode, you have 2 more colors. You have brown and cyan, and you can also now erase with your finger as well instead of double tapping to erase. That feature was removed, double tapping. Now there's an erase button. So there were some UI fixes. The menu buttons at the top, as you guys can see, and we have a new text button. You can add text in this view as well, like you could in Draw on Notepad mode. There's also a new Fun button, so you can connect the dots with 5 different pictures, as well as playing the game dots, which you guys have probably played if you've ever been to a diner, or tic-tac-toe, or hangman. Next, in graph paper mode, and this applies to all modes, there is a new snap-to-grid kind of feature. We'll call it the iPhone snap-to-grid feature. Pretty much, you put 2 fingers on the screen, 1 and 2. You know what? I will demonstrate this for you guys right here on my iPad. We'll just open up Draw quickly. And you guys know that sometimes it is hard to draw a straight line with your finger. It kind of gets a little wiggly sometimes. Over-exaggerated there, but you guys get the point. Simply put 1 finger down and the next finger down, lift up, and Draw It makes a perfectly straight line right on the screen for you. So we can make a graph sort of thing. And if we want to make a triangle, not a problem. 3 fingers on the screen, hold down, and it makes a triangle. We'll erase this, put 4 fingers on the screen, and it will make a quadrilateral for us, and even put the diagonals in for us, which is very cool. And you can also add text with the 12 different fonts like you could in Draw Notepad mode here as well. In Draw Notepad, no other features except, of course, the included other 2 colors, cyan and brown, and erasing with your finger. There's also a new instructions video, so instead of having text, which was kind of hard to read, just loads up the video there, and it plays. So that's Draw It. So if you haven't yet updated, a bunch of you have, which is very cool, go ahead and update it. Because, trust me, it's definitely worth the new features. There's a bunch of new stuff, UI tweaks, all that good stuff. But here's the deal, back to that giveaway. If Draw It, and I'll show you guys right over here, if we go to Entertainment, whoops, that's Finance. We go to Entertainment, just wait for that to load up. We go to Top Paid Apps. We scroll down, you can see the Draw It is number 93. It kind of switches between in the 90s and in the 50s. I know, big widespread of numbers, but it switches between there every day, which is nice and all, except I want it to be in the top 100. the featured. So if I go to App Store and I go to top paid apps, and you go to see all for the top charts under paid apps, just wait for that to load up. You can see over here, you see there's Game Tap over there, which we saw in entertainment, which I believe was number 8. What I want is Draw It to be in here. So if Draw It or Stickbolt get into the top paid iPad apps page, then I will be giving away a 16 gig iPad. That's the deal. Now, in order to get in on this giveaway, well, of course, some of you are going to have to download Draw It or Stickbolt. What you have to do is just type in the comments iPad dash your comment. You guys can see that right over there. Just iPad dash your comment. And the giveaway will end when and if Draw It or Stickbolt, either one, they don't both have to be there, but if one of them gets in there for even 5 seconds, then giveaway's over. So that's all it has to do. So pretty much this giveaway relies on you guys. I've got the product. We have my iPad here, and then we actually have a 16 gig coming in to give away to you guys, because I'm hoping that this giveaway does end, but if it doesn't, you know, I can always sell it or return it back to Apple. And I should be having the 3G one coming in soon as well. And I originally was going to be returning the 16 gig Wi-Fi iPad, except my mom decided she liked iBooks, so I think she's going to be keeping it. So that's it. The giveaway relies all on you guys. If you want to win an iPad, go download Draw It or Stickbolt. Try to get into the top 100. Tell your friends. We'll make it kind of a viral thing, which would be very cool. And if so, get a 16 gig iPad, the Wi-Fi version, not the 3G, because I don't want to have to deal with the whole $30 a month thing. But I mean, Wi-Fi, not a problem. $500, and there you go. There's your iPad. I will ship it anywhere in the world, which is kind of good because if it gets there quickly, I know internationally the iPad doesn't ship until late May. So if we can get it into the top 100 fairly quickly, then, you know, it'll get to you sooner. Before you can be the only person in your country to have an iPad. So that is pretty cool, and that is the giveaway. Again, iPad dash your comment. Now the number of downloads I'm going to need per day to get it in there, I'm not sure, but from what I've heard from other developers that have their apps in here, about 500 a day. So that means if it's 500 for a day, maybe less, but from what I've heard, who are people who are in like the 1 to 30 range, they're getting about 500 a day to be there. So if we get 500 in a day, which would be unbelievable, you get an iPad. Again, I'll be doing that randomly, random.org. You guys know the whole deal, how I do my giveaways. And that's about it. So it ends whenever. When it's in there, if I'm at school and I can't see that it's in the top 100 and it's there for a day, feel free to tweet me at NJDoubleFan26, or you can tweet iPhoneig at iPhoneig, and we'll double check it quickly. We'll hop on the computer and go see if it's there, and if it is, I will send out a tweet saying the giveaway is over. You don't have to be a follower on Twitter, but I mean, it'd probably be the easiest way for you to find out if it does. So twitter.com/NJDoubleFan26 or twitter.com/iPhoneig. So guys, this is NJDoubleFan26 with the announcing of Stickbolt /release and Draw It for iPad overview. We'll just type in Stickbolt here so we can end the video on the way it started. Alright, there it is. Like I said, this is NJDoubleFan26, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.